Hey everyone, it's Kaycienikole, and today I'm going to take you through a quick practice on how you can help to release and open up into your lower back through a couple different movements. We will be using a block for sure. If you don't have a block, anything that can replicate the block as far as building up a little bit of support and lift away from the ground. This practice will feel really, really nice on the body. If you do have any complications with your lower spine, please listen to your body above all else. Do what feels best. We're going to come down onto our backs. And as you do, grab a block, take it with you. From a reclined position, bend the knees, walk the feet in, begin to lift the hips, and take your block, preferably one of the lower two settings, and bring it right underneath your sacrum. Your sacrum is the back of your pelvis, a triangular shaped bone that feels nice and supported. It's not your glutes. It's above the glutes, but below that curvature of your lower back. It should feel like a nice grounding point. And just let yourself settle in. Notice all the residual tension that starts to surface. Just start to melt through the tension. Your hands can rest anywhere they're comfortable. Maybe that's resting on your body. Maybe that's letting the arms fall out to the sides, feeling a little more opening through the chest and the shoulders. Maybe even taking the arms into goalpost shape or overhead. Your choice. Wherever you are, we're going to give ourselves about 5 slow connected breaths here, in and out of the nose. Exhale, let everything out. Through the nose, take a slow breath in. Open up your belly. Open up your ribs. Open all the way up into your chest and your shoulders, holding here. And then open up the mouth and let it go. Slow breath in. Really focus on belly expansion, lower back expansion. The rest of the breath rises and fills up through the lungs, holding here. Think about all the tension lifting up to the surface. And then open up the mouth and let it go. The last one we'll keep through the nose on the exhale. Slow breath in, fill up from the bottom to the top, expanding out in all directions, holding. And then keep the breath through the nose as you exhale. Gently melt the breath all the way back out from top all the way back down. Now relax breath and just let it be natural. Let it be easy. In and out of the nose. Option to stay with the knees bent. Or if it feels good, you can stretch the legs long, just kind of let them fall into their shape. If that creates pinching in your lower back, just come out anytime. Otherwise, give yourself 3 more breaths in this shape. You're going to feel a little bit more elongation and opening through the front of your body, through the hip flexors, through the quads and abs, if the legs are extended. Otherwise, just a nice release into the lower back. Slowly start to walk the feet back in if the legs are extended. 1 foot at a time, lift the feet off the floor. If you need to stabilize your block, you can. And then just extend your legs towards the ceiling. They don't have to fully straighten. Just get some lift over the hips and feel all of that energy trickling from the feet to the hips, down the spine into the floor. Couple more breaths here. This one can feel really nice on the lower back. And then bend the knees, lower the feet down to the ground, Lift the hips off the floor and remove the block as you lower the spine and the hips back down. Go ahead and rock your knees side to side. We're going to go a little bit deeper into the lower back with some twists and some lengthening. So let's open the arms out from the shoulders, directly out from the shoulders. And with the knees bent, separate your feet about the width of the mat. Your feet are going to be staggered as you let your knees drop to the right side. Now, if this creates any tension on your knees at any point, you can take a block and bring them underneath the knee that needs a little extra support. Otherwise, just let yourself hang out here with gravity. You even can go a little deeper by placing your right foot on top of the left thigh and just letting it sink in. The choice is yours. Choose the variations that actually feel good in your body. Give yourself just a couple more breaths here before we take it into a slightly different variation. If the foot is on top, just bring it back down, but keep the legs staggered. Reach the left hand towards the ceiling, and as you do, start to lift up onto your right shoulder, and then take that top hand and just rainbow it all the way down to the ground in front of you. Now I'm going to turn so you have a better visual here. But as you're rocked up onto your right shoulder, left fingertips to the ground, we're going to try to roll our chest towards the floor. So what you can do is you can start to walk the fingers away from you, rolling the chest down. You can even play with the angle and start to walk the hands slightly overhead. Now, keep the chest rolling down, but we're going to take the top leg and start to kick it back behind you, maybe even extend the leg out and open up the hips a little bit as the chest closes down. You're reaching energy away from your left fingertips all the way to your left toes. Play with the shapes, play with the angles. Give yourself a couple more breaths. And then start to walk the hand in, walk the foot back in until you can roll back onto your spine, shoulders to the ground, knees swivel back up to center. All right, we're going to do the other side, arms out to the sides. This time with your feet wide, let the knees drop to the left side. Stay here. If you want support with the blocks, take them. Maybe your left foot rests on top of your right thigh. Notice how that helps to add internal rotation on the top hip, which is also going to broaden the space into the lower back. Feel into that broadening, into that spaciousness. Couple more breaths. If the foot is resting on top, or if you have blocks, you can remove them. Set the foot back down. Right hand reaches up. Start to rock up onto your left shoulder, right fingertips rainbow all the way down to the ground. Chest rolls towards the floor as you walk the right fingertips away. Play with the angle. And then once the chest rolls down, the fingertips are reaching. Take your top leg. You can extend it out, reaching through the foot. You can keep the knee bent, whatever feels best for you, until you feel a nice lengthening and a reaching in opposition through the top half and the lower half. That nice opening into the side and into your lower back. Give yourself a couple more breaths here. Start to walk the hand and the foot back in until you can roll your back down to the ground. Knees to center, and then hug your knees to your chest. Sway yourself side to side. And as you draw in through the knees, pulling them in, try to lift your head up towards your knees and squeeze into a tight little ball. Rolling over to a side, use your top hand to gently press yourself back into an upright seated position, crossing the legs as you choose. Close the eyes, lift the spine, join the hands together at heart. Thank your body for all that it just did for you. And thank you so much for allowing me to guide you. Open up your eyes when you're ready. Hopefully your lower back is feeling a little bit more loosened and opened. We got some nice side body opening. We got some good rotation, and we also got some good hip extension to release into the lower back and into the front of the hips. Would love to hear your feedback on this class. Feel free to share with someone you think may enjoy it. And I'm looking forward to practicing with y'all again soon. Thank you.